Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really do not take it for granted. I'm so grateful. May God bless you. May God enlighten you. May God bless you and your generations. Let us continue learning one or two things as Jesus continues enlightening us. Today's topic, I would want us to talk about three people that we should be very careful as a society as we deal with them. Three people that we should teach our children to be very careful with them because we know we want to try and change our generations for the years to come. And we do not want to leave our children without teaching them. Remember, the Israelites were told that the books of the law should be taught to their children. And I keep on saying that the best gift you can give your children is to teach them some few things that you know they can benefit them in life, is to teach them things that you know that will not bring harm to them. And one thing I would request all of us is that we should not be afraid to speak the truth. The evil world is not sleeping. They are there, they are doing their things without fear. So we should not be afraid to speak about Christ. We should not be afraid to speak about what is right in the life of a Christian. Having said that much, I want us to talk about these three people, and I want us to base our topic in the book of James and also the book of Hosea, chapter 14, verse 3. I would want us to go and read that. That is where I'm basing my topic for today. And one of those people that we should be very careful dealing with is the orphans. The orphans, we should be very careful. We have seen our society, and I want to talk about especially the African society, where you find that a child has been left fatherless, motherless. And now this child becomes a subject to humiliation, a subject to be done things that are unimaginable, that even a person who does not proclaim Christianity cannot do such things to their own children or the children of their own community. We have seen these children, especially the girl child, being raped by their uncles. We have seen these girls being subjected to forced labor, where a child is supposed to go to school, but then they were taken by their aunt or their uncle. But then these people turn this child to be the person to work for them. And this is my worry, is that you as a parent who is subjecting this child to labor, who is subjecting this child to so many things, have you ever sat down to seek what God is saying about these children? Do you know that these children can bring curse to those children you think you love so much? If you really know that you cannot take care of those children, it would be much better to take them to children's home. It would be much better if you refuse to take them from the word go, rather than taking those children and subjecting them to inhuman mistreatment, rather than taking those children and they are crying to God. In the book of James chapter 1 verse 27 says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world." Amen? Now, as a society, you find that these children, they are being subjected to things that they cannot even be able to fathom. They cry day and night. The book of Psalms, it says, Psalms 27, "For my father and my mother have forsaken me, but the Lord will not take me in." That maybe your parents have forsaken you. Maybe your parents have gone to the other world. But I want to promise you, and I want to promise you who is an orphan, that keep praying to God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's living. He's alive. He's willing to listen to us. So do not worry. Keep your needs in prayers. And you who is taking care of these children, be very careful. Be very careful that they will not be the source of your issues in your families. They will not be the source of tears in your family. They may not come today. You may think that those children you are giving food and you are refusing the other child to take food. You are buying clothes for your own children, yet you accept it to be someone's child who died. And you think that the tomorrow will be the same. I can assure you, God does not lie. The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 22 to 24, it says, "You shall not mistreat any widow or fatherless child. If you do mistreat them, and they cry out to me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath will burn and will kill you with a sword, and your wives shall become widows and your children fatherless." I want all of us to think about this Bible verse, that God is very serious about the fatherless. God is so serious about these people. So before you do any harm to them, ask yourself, those children of yours that you love so much, what do you want to inherit for them? What do you want them to inherit from you? Remember the book of Leviticus. Sometimes back we talked that our parents have sinned and now we have been left to bear the consequences. So do not let you as a parent leave your children with consequences of not taking care of the orphans. The other category is these widows, the people who have been left there by their husbands. Most of them are not economically able. Most of them, they feel like they have been left all alone in the world. We have seen in our communities, in African setup, your husband dies, or your brother's wife, your brother dies, and then this lady who has been left, whatever they had gathered with her husband has been taken, everything, by the in-laws. We have seen them in the media. We have seen that a certain wife has been chased away. It is not news to any of us. We have seen it, that people have taken matrimonial properties and left the wives because they know they are weak. We never see the widowers being told that whatever they gathered with their wives will be taken away by the wife's family. But mostly, 99%, it is the ladies who suffer this thing. And I think that is where God was very careful. He said that he is a protector of the fatherless. He's the father of the fatherless, and he's the protector of the widow. So you, whoever you are, if you know in your community, if you know wherever you are that you are having these people, they are relatives, they are married in your home, and you decided because you have more power, and now your husband is no more, and now you have taken advantage of them, let me assure you that you're just mark timing, or you're just trying to look for your downfall for the generations to come. You may it well, but can you always think, what will my children say that I left them? Apart from wealth, there is the spiritual wealth. There is the spiritual curses. Curses do not just come at because now you have been cursed. Some things we look for them in our lifetime. And so let us be very careful. Very, very careful with the people that we are dealing with day in, day out. The last person I want you to look at is the poor person in your area. Look at those people who cannot be able to do things on their behalf. There are so many promises about helping a poor person. In the book of Proverbs, it says that when you give to the poor, you are leading to God. My question is, what are you doing in your own capacity? What are you doing? This is food for thought.